Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today I'm going to be reviewing, cooking, and taste testing this product. It's by a company called Foodstirs. This is organic Brooklyn salted chocolate chip brownie mix. And just from the title alone, I don't think we can go wrong. But we're going to review it. We're going to taste it. We're going to cook it in our Ninja Foodi. And this is going to be great. Let's go over the packaging first off. This is a really nice packaging. I've not seen anything like this before. With the little point up here. Pretty cool. I think what happens is you open it here and fold it up and then out, I think. We'll get to that in a minute. The printing and just basically the whole graphic design is really nice. Very. This makes you want to eat this. I mean, that just looks fantastic. Let's talk about what it is first off. It's all organic. No CMOs. So many OMGs. Just reading that off the package. Let's go over it real quick. You can see that. Probably not. I'll read it for you. All right, we got organic cane sugar, organic identity preserved wheat flour. I've never heard of that. I'm going to look that one up. Organic fair trade semi-sweet chocolate chips. Organic fair trade cocoa powder. Organic sunflower oil. Organic vanilla extract. So they're really pushing the organic thing. We're fair trade, non-GMO. Verified and vegan, which I know a lot of people are worried about these days. I don't even know what's going on here. I'll just let you look at that and figure it out yourself. Anyway, what do we need to cook this thing? We need an 8-inch square pan. Well, we don't have an 8-inch square pan. We have an 8-inch round pan that I am going to be placing some aluminum foil in and then spraying. I'm going to trim those edges off. That's so I can just drop it right in the Foodi. Let's see. We need 2 eggs. I'll be using 2 large eggs. 1/3 cup organic vegetable oil. Okay, well, I do have vegetable oil. I don't know if it's organic or not. Probably is. We need a little water, and there's a sea salt pouch that's included in here, and some non-stick cooking spray. I'm going to use Pam. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and finish fixing this thing up for you. And then we'll preheat the Foodi and get going. This is going to be fun, and I think it's going to be very, very tasty. Okay, so again, I just took some regular aluminum foil and put it in my pan. My pan got scratched up on me from something non-Foodi related. And I just don't want to put my food directly into there anymore until I replace my pan. So use a little foil and just flatten it down in there. And I'm just going to take some scissors here and trim some of this excess off. So we got a Foodi brownie craft project. Hey, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes, guys. And if you guys haven't done something like this in your kitchen, then you're not cooking enough stuff. Because when you start cooking crazy stuff, particularly in your Foodi that's not designed for it, you got to come up with some things sometimes. I'm going to call that perfect. I don't want to put a hole in it. Again, I'll be using Pam. I'm going to spray this pretty good, and I'm going to make sure I catch the sides. Yeah, I know I oversprayed. I'll clean that up here in a second. Excellent. Let me show you what's going on inside the Foodi. All right, y'all. This is the stand that goes under the basket for your air crisp. So we're going to use this stand. We're just going to roll it over and just drop it right in the bottom. And that's going to help us support our pan. Like so. Okay, let's go ahead and preheat that. All right, lid down. We're just going to put it on bake roast because I want to get the bottom of the pan and the top of the pan preheated for this. So we'll use bake roast. For preheat, 375 is fine. I'm just checking the box. So 350 is our cooking instructions. We're actually going to do this at 325 once we get our preheat finished. We're going to reduce this to 325, and the reason is pretty simple. We're in a much smaller confined space, and this is more or less a convection oven if you think about it. We're blowing air in a circular manner, so in any oven you lower your temperature in a convection oven versus a regular oven. Let's go ahead and get this mixed up. All right, we're starting off with 1 tablespoon of water. It's not much water. What do we got here? 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. 1/3 of a cup. Two eggs. Let's go ahead and open the package. Oh, got a little bit of glue going on there. Okay, not their fault. Okay, so that makes a very nice package. I like that. We've got the mix, which we're about to put in the bowl, and we've got a little bit of sea salt. Nice. Let's see what's next. Okay, we're supposed to whisk this until smooth. Let's see if we can find ourselves a whisk. Here's one. Nice little whisk here, Teflon coated. So, let's whisk this up real nice. Oh, also, by the way, I just turned the Foodi off. It's preheated. As long as you leave that lid down, it's gonna hold that temperature for a while now. I don't know, at least 5 minutes or more. It says still smooth, so I'm giving it a little extra whisk here, guys. That's pretty darn smooth. Let's see what we're going to do now. Gently stir in the chocolate chip brownie mix. Where's the salt? Oh, the salt comes at the very end after it's cooked. You sprinkle the salt on the top. Makes sense. Let's start mixing in the chocolate here. And what I like to do, and pretty much what it's telling me to do, is a little at a time. Just start incorporating. It's quite a bit of mix in here, by the way. This is going to be a very thick brownie mix. They are not recommending a blender, food processor, or anything like that. Hand mixer, I meant. They're not recommending anything. They're recommending a whisk. So that's what we'll use. We are reviewing everything, including their instructions. Now, the only thing we cannot review is the actual cooking part because it's supposed to be cooked in an oven. So we won't review that. But we will certainly review the taste. And from the smell of things, I can tell you right now, this does not smell like your normal chocolate mix. This clearly has a different grade of cocoa going on here in chocolate chips. I mean, you can just smell it. And it smells fantastic. I'm a big chocolate fan, y'all. Okay, this is starting to get real thick. It's starting to get a little harder to get mixed. But we're getting in there. We still got quite a bit left in this bag, too. So before you guys start one of these, make Make sure you got some elbow grease. I'm already starting to work up a sweat here. Still got that much more to go. So this is going to be a real fun one. Wow, is that getting thick? Holy moly. Honestly, I think I'd rather thrown it in my KitchenAid blender. But that's not what they say. It's probably because they don't want to incorporate air in it, most likely. They don't say that, but that's usually the reason for not using. When they don't want you to use a kitchen appliance, they don't want air in it. Okay, that's the end of it, and this is going to take a bit here. This final push. But we're going to get it, guys. We're going to get it. This is getting so thick that I'm going to actually switch to a wooden spoon here for a second. And honestly, I may have to finish it with the wooden spoon. This is getting very thick. Whoa. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble stirring that, I want to be honest with you, since we are doing a review. Let me mention right here, and I'll mention it again at the end. I'm not being sponsored by these folks. They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are. So nobody's paying me. Nobody's sponsoring me. I went to the store and I bought this. Nobody paid me to do it. And nobody paid me for it. So any of my comments are honest, unbiased, and about as truthful as you can get. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've made a lot of brownies in my day. I've never seen a mix as thick. And I hope that's a good sign for the end product. But I will just warn you, it is quite difficult to mix and combine. Wow. And look, see that? Even after all that, there was still some powder floating around down there, so you really got to dig. Oh, wow. Here's some more. Let's get that all in there. Let's keep digging to the bottom. This also means that I'm not going to be able to just pour this over into my pan, which is what I was hoping to do. So we're going to have to, I don't know what we're going to do. But we are going to figure it out, y'all. All right, let me get your cameras turned around so we can get this into the Foodi. Okay, the preheat discolored some of the Pam. I'm not worried about that. It's going to be on the bottom, and it's perfectly safe to eat. This, I'm not sure you can see this, but you'll see it when I start to spoon it in. This is crazy thick. I am not joking with you guys. Now, normally what I like to do is just pile it up in the middle, the normal batch, and let gravity do the rest of the work, and it'll just spread it out nice and even for me. Spreading a little bit from the weight, but I'm going to have to move that around manually, I'm afraid. Now, in all fairness, if I was using the proper 8-inch square pan and putting it in the oven, this wouldn't be a problem. I would just grab something and spread it out. But since I'm using a round pan in the Foodi, there may be more mix in here than I care to use. Sometimes you have to cut the mix down a little bit. And this is making it a little harder to determine that. Because usually, you know, it'll just flow and you can get a nice leveled thing and see what the heck is going on. Settling down a little bit. Settling down. And I'm almost done with the mix. So I think we're going to get it all in there, yeah? And we're well below the heating surface, so this should, oh boy, I need to get that off of there. I don't want that to burn up. Oh. I know I probably shouldn't have tasted it because it's got raw eggs in it, but I tasted it. Oh, that is really good. And I can tell you right now, that is, from that little taste, that is not the kind of chocolate you're thinking about, like a Hershey's milk chocolate. This is not what this is. This is quite a bit better than that. And it's really good. I am a big chocolate lover too. Okay, let me show you what we got here. Well, you can see that, and there's the bowl, pretty much empty. Let's cook. All right, again, we're going to vary the temperature. It's supposed to call for 350. We are going to go to 325. Bake roast. We want heat coming from the top and the bottom. And the time on the package says 19 to 22 minutes. That is going to be too much, almost certainly. But we're going to set this to 20 minutes anyway. Oops. And we'll do our check. We'll set it a little higher. We'll go ahead and fire that up. And we'll do our check starting at about 15 minutes. We're going to go in with a clean knife and start checking different places around to make sure. We'll keep checking until the knife comes out clean. You know, just like you would do in the oven. One of the challenges to modifying something like this that's supposed to be in the oven is we're going to get a little more heat from the top of the Foodi than the bottom. And that is one of the reasons I use the stand. The stand is designed to help circulate the air. The stand has some twists and turns in it. So the air is getting circulated from the top and going around the edges and then coming around the bottom and back up the bottom of the pan. It's not going to be as good as just having elements sitting under there, but you know, that's also why I'm using bake roast, because I do have the elements on the bottom versus air crisp, which would turn the elements on the bottom off. So I'm trying to get as much heat to the bottom as I can, and that's about the best you can do in a Ninja Foodi. So I've done other recipes something like this before, and they came out pretty good, so I'm hoping for the best. We will find out in a few minutes. Hang tight. This is our 10-minute check. The first thing we can see, it's pretty clear to me, it did not rise like most batters rise. This didn't rise hardly at all, and that's good. So this is going to mean this is going to be a really good, thick, dense brownie with a good chew, good bite. I know it's not ready. I'm just going to pick a spot. Oh, we got a little crust on the top already. Well, better than I thought. We're not too far away, y'all. Let's check over here. Make sure we're cooking evenly. Yep. We're not far away. Let's go another 5, and we'll check again. All right. It's 5 minutes later. This is a 15 total time, 15-minute check. Pick a different place here. We're coming out really clean. We are very close, y'all. Just the slightest bit on there. You see that? It is almost finished. Reminder, the package time was 19 to 22 minutes. We're at 15 minutes here. We're going to go about 4 minutes on this one, and I think we'll be done. All right, final check, y'all. This is 19 minutes. Knife is clean. Knife is clean. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, let it cool, then we'll give it the taste test. Oh yeah, we got to put the sea salt on it, so let's go do that. You want to do that while it's hot. All right, it's out. Now this is a big plus, if you ask me. Where they allow you to control the amount of salt and even have no salt if you want. Because a lot of the batters and things that I've purchased, they just have the salt mixed in it. So what I'm going to do is just move this over to my hand so I can get a little better control and see what's happening. I do like a little bit of salt with my chocolate, but that is way too much in that package. I would never want to put that much on there. What do you think? That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. That's about it for me. That leaves most of the package. Can you imagine putting all of that salt on there? I think that would kind of ruin it myself. All right, guys, we're going to give this about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to cool. I'll cut a piece out. We'll do a taste test and give the final review. All right, guys, it's finally cooled down. We go ahead and give this thing a taste test. Finish up the review here. First thing I want to tell you, it's a little gooey. It's probably because it's still warm. Very chocolatey looking. Let's taste it. Okay. It's quite good, but it is probably not chocolate like you're thinking of chocolate. Like you go eat a Hershey's bar, it's not that kind of chocolate. It's more of a cacao type flavor, if you ever had like cacao nibs or something like that. It's more of the, how do I want to say it? The origins of chocolate. That's where the chocolate comes from, is from that pod. That's the flavor that I'm getting personally from it. Texture, very good. Brownie, chewy, tasty, little crunchy on top, just like it's supposed to be. I got a little salt in this one, so. Same, with a little sea salt that time. Yeah, that's quite good. I'd give that a, you know, it's hard to give it a something out of 10 because it's not what I was expecting. But just forgetting what I was expecting and just saying, okay, do I like it or not? A, yeah, I like it. Won't have no problem eating this. And B, for what it is, I'd have to give this a good, strong 9 out of 10. Probably a little higher, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. That's quite good because I really like varieties of chocolate. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then you go into the cacao part of the chocolate. Very good, very good. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Click the like button for me. Click the bell for notifications. Make sure you check the description box. Patreon links, other things, other ways to help support me if you want. Best way to help support me, honestly, is just share this video. Share it on Facebook, share it on Pinterest, share it on Twitter, share it on places I can't even think that you're supposed to share it on. That does the best for me. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all my subscribers, Patreons, everybody helps out the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Foodstirs Modern Baking. Organic Brooklyn Salted Chocolate Chip Brownie Mix. Let's go with a strong 9 out of 10. Just keep in mind, if you do buy this, you're going to get a little unexpected flavor. It's fantastic if you're into chocolate, but it's not like a milk chocolate. So keep that in mind. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you on the next one.